All right, I just want to welcome everyone. I'm just waiting another minute to make sure everyone can get logged in before we get started. Okay, I'm going to get started. We do have people that are still trickling in, but it's a slow trickle, so we'll get started. So welcome again. I am Maya Mitchell, the Communications Manager for CALEA, and I am joined today with Director of Client Services and Relations, Travis Parrish, Assessment Services Manager, Karen Shepard, and Regional Program Manager, Mark Mosier. And together, we're all going to discuss the Orlando conference, which was in March. It was March 30th through April the 2nd. And we're just going to go over the things that the commission addressed and some highlights. So first of all, it was a great conference. I just want to say we had great attendance. We had 748 attendees at the conference in Orlando. And after 2.5 years, it was very successful with the training sessions. We had like 29 training sessions, and a lot of those training sessions were new from CALEA regional program managers. We had 115 agencies that were awarded, 2 tryout agencies, and 6 excellent recipients. So definitely, we had a lot of resources that were given at the conferences through our exhibitors, through the training, through the app, and we're just going to review some of those now, and also the commission and what some decisions that they made. So the commission worked hard during the Orlando conference, and we're going to go over the provisional accreditation with conditions, what that is, the conference that was rescheduled, sunset for accreditation with excellence, and also the work done for SRIC with standards that are being proposed for comment. So first, I just want to go over provisional accreditation. Provisional accreditation with conditions, there's a decision that the commission can give during your agency review hearing, and it's only for initial accreditation. So if an agency is pursuing initial accreditation and they haven't fully demonstrated compliance with the applicable standards, then the commission may give provisional accreditation with conditions, which is an action with specific time frame. So you have a time frame to come to compliance so that is lifted. So that is something that happened at the Orlando conference. That is also found updated in the CALEA Guide to Successful Accreditation. In Chapter 6, under Commission Review and Decision, you will find it listed there. Okay. All right. So we also had a conference that was rescheduled. We did send an e-blast out to all clients and post it to our social media. The Little Rock conference was originally scheduled for March of 2023, and it has been rescheduled for March of 2025. So this means we will not have a conference in March of 2023. So we just want to make sure you know this so that you can adjust your schedules and attend a conference in 22 or later in 23. So we will have in 23 a July conference and a December conference, but there will not be a March conference. So, and we just made this adjustment to support the number of agencies that were going to be up for review. So just make note of that in all your future planning for CALEA conferences. Accreditation with excellence. Accreditation and excellence is a recognition that is given on top of receiving accreditation from the commission. And it will have a sunset date. So agencies that are currently preparing to for their assessment and they want to achieve accreditation with excellence, that's fine. Just know that you need to receive your next award prior to December 31st of 2025 to receive excellence. So we won't give out that recognition after December of 2025. So the main award, the gold standard for us is accreditation. So that is the goal for all agencies to receive accreditation, and in the appropriate programs, advanced accreditation. So the original intent, this award's kind of outlived its original intent, and so it's going to have a sunset. We will put more information out about accreditation with excellence, but for right now, we just want you to know that it will end December 31st of 2025. As stated, SRIC, the Standards Review and Interpretations Committee, met at the conference, and yesterday there was a e-blast that went out letting you know that there's been some updates to manuals and some proposed standards for review. And now we're going to have Karen Shepard. She's going to go over the work of the commission for SRIC.
Thank you, Maya. First, I'm going to talk about the two standards that were final action last month at the commission meeting. Law Enforcement Standard 8214, which is related to crime reporting. This standard was changed in the commentary only, and the change was to remove the uniform crime reporting, the UCR language in the commentary, and updating the NIBRS language. So again, it was only a commentary change. It was final action in March, and the law enforcement manual has been updated to show this. The second final change was in the campus security manual, 2221, preliminary investigations. The only change that happened was the change to the title, and the word criminal was removed from the title. So now it reads preliminary investigations. And again, this was final action in March, and the campus security manual has been updated. Now we'll talk about some standards that are posted on the CALEA website for comments, and these will be considered for final action at the summer conference in Chicago. At the end of my presentation going over the standards, Travis Parrish will go over the new area of the website on how to post your comments. So the first standard out there in the law enforcement area is a proposed new standard, most likely with a number of 42.2.11, and it deals with exculpatory evidence. 5 bullets to this standard. Proposed new standard, so make sure you get on there, read the standard in its entirety, and make your comments. This is a quick glance at the commentary for the new proposed standard. And there's also a proposed glossary term that goes along with the standard for exculpatory evidence. Again, check the website with that and make your comments on that proposed new standard. The next one, 4615 in the law enforcement manual, deals with the planning function. This is a current standard. The proposal is to remove 1 bullet. Currently there's 4 bullets. The proposal is to remove it down to 3, as you see here. And take that 1 bullet and make a proposed new standard, pulling out the continuity of operations plan. So again, the proposal is to remove the continuity of operations plan bullet from the prior standard and make a new standard that addresses the continuity of operations plan. The next one in the law enforcement manual, 3148, sworn appointment requirements. This one was just a wordsmithing in the standard statement. It went from the word any to all. All sworn positions must meet federal, state, or provincial requirements equivalent to the full-time personnel at the time of sworn appointment. And the commentary, the standard applies to both full-time sworn employees and part-time sworn employees, whether they're paid or unpaid. So again, that standard was just wordsmithing. The next standard, again in the Law Enforcement Manual in Chapter 81, calls for service for information for victim and witnesses. This one was just a clarification in Bullet A, adding language, judging characteristics of the call to provide the responding personnel with the information to determine whether an emergency or non-emergency response is required. So again, the proposal is to add language into Bullet A to clarify the intent of that bullet for the standard. The next one in the Campus Security Manual, 17.2.8, Emotional Stability Psychological Fitness Examinations. This one was merely to remove the phrase that dealt with probationary assignments. So it's just removing that phrase that talks about a probationary action. Those are all the standards that are currently out for posting and will be up for final action at the July conference. And now Travis will show you that new website and the new section of the website and how to post your comments.
Thanks, Karen. Just going to go ahead and share my screen. Maya, if you can give me access. Okay, actually, let me try and make this a little bit smaller. Okay, sorry about that. The easiest way to get to these, what we try and do is get these updated or uploaded to our CALEA site as soon after the conference as possible. As many of you know, we used in the past our forum to receive these comments and feedback. We found that that was a little bit cumbersome for you all, so we wanted to make it a little bit easier. And so what we've done is if you scroll down shortly after conference, you'll receive an email usually letting you know that the standards for review have been posted. If you come down to the news section of the website in the news, there'll be an article that will link you to the location. So you just simply click on that area. It'll bring you to a page, CALEA Standards Manual Updates. And what we provide is a little bit of information here on the information about the changes, that sort of thing, and what we're doing. And then it gives you a quick little information. I'm going to make I'm probably going to end up making a button that's a little bit bigger here, but you simply click here and that will take you to the actual standards that are being reviewed. So Karen mentioned 4615, for example. Just simply click on that standard. That'll present to you exactly what the change was, what the proposed change is. You'll see the standard there. And then you simply fill out the web form. And we just need, obviously, the red asterisk means that's required. Just hit all the required fields, which program this is for. And for standard title and standard number, just simply scroll back to the top and copy and paste right into that field. That's the easiest way. And that's really just for our sorting purposes that makes it easier on the back end, because we do go through each and every comment that comes in. And please provide your standard and comments or suggested revisions right in here, just free form copy. And then what you want to do is go over here and enter the date that you're doing it. And you also need to enter the time. For some people, it doesn't allow you to click the clock or this thing here. If for some reason your browser that you're using doesn't, just make sure that you're doing hour, minute, seconds, and PM or AM here. That's the one trick. Some people run into that on occasion. Then simply click submit and you're good to go. Again, if you have any questions on this, please don't hesitate to reach out to your regional program manager. And with that, I'm going to kick it back over to Maya
Okay, so we'll now have some special awards, and Regional Program Manager Mark Mosier will inform you of what awards were given and who received them. Mark?
Oh, thank you, Maya. Hey, good afternoon, good morning to everybody out there in the audience today. At the conference in Orlando last month, we had 2 Triarch agencies get presented. They both from Mexico. The first one is the Comisaría Vial de Secretaría de Seguridad del Estado de Jalisco. And the second one is the Subsecretaría de Policía Estatal del Estado de Mexico. Congratulations to both of those agencies on their Triarch Awards. What an accomplishment. And at this conference, we had 7 Accreditation Manager certification recipients. The first one being Randall Jones from the Fort Myers Police Department, Florida. Gail Kaczynski, the Port Huron Police Department, Michigan. William List from the Southern Pines Police Department, North Carolina. Stephen Argas, West Des Moines Police Department, Iowa. Mark Durham, University of Denver Department of Campus Safety, Colorado. Cheryl Craigie, Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office, Colorado. And lastly, Manuel de Jesus Villarreal Romero from the Secretaría de Seguridad Pública del Estado de Guanajuato, Mexico. Congratulations for each of our Accreditation Manager certification recipients.
Great.
Back to you, Maya.
Thanks, Mark. So just want to discuss a few conference resources that you can use whether you went to the conference or not. And one resource is the CALEA app. The QR code is here. So if you have not downloaded the app, you can use this code to download the app, and you will find the handouts for all that were available for the training sessions in Orlando in the app, along with other resources. So I just encourage you to download that app to your tablet, phone, whatever electronic device you use. There were also prerequisite videos that we encouraged attendees to watch prior to coming to the conference in Orlando, and those videos are still available. There are 8 videos that go over like introduction to accreditation, getting started, directives and proofs. You see them listed there. Those are the videos that are available on our website. That's the link. If you go to calea.org under conferences, the prerequisite videos, that's where they're found, and they will also be on the new registration page for when the next conference opens. So just look for that, and they're definitely beneficial for you to watch prior to attending a conference. Speaking of, we do have a conference coming up this summer. That's going to be July the 20th through the 23rd at the Fairmont Hotel in Chicago. So registration is going to be opening soon. We're currently working on getting that open. So when registration opens, we encourage you at that time to call the hotel to reserve your room under the CALEA block and to register online on our website for the conference. Again, that's July the 20th to the 23rd. It's going to be in Chicago, and we're looking forward to another wonderful conference with great training and great networking opportunities. So that's all that we have to share with you today. Again, if you attended this, if you didn't, you will also receive a link for this recording for using as a resource. We'll also put it on our website under education tools and tutorials, so you can find it there as well. But if you have any questions about anything that we discussed today or anything related to accreditation, please reach out to your regional program manager for assistance. Thank you, and thank you for your support for CALEA accreditation. Have a great day.